Hi guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sir Drinks a Lot, and today's drink of choice is a Croix. Mango. Zero's all the way down. Let's see how this works. Smells like mango. Not feeling it. I think it's the carbonation flavor. I mean, I can enjoy a mango, the fruit. Ooh. I can't enjoy that. But it's a light hint of mango with that carbonation taste. That metallic-y kind of a bite. So not really feeling it. Not saying that it's bad. Because it is the same metallic-y bite I get with everything else. You know? So, que sera, sera. But, definitely not we. But I mean, honestly, it's a carbonated drink. It has a flavor. And it's not bitter or sour or dusty. I love trash. Much like this mango, it's no, it's not that bad. It's not my favorite, to be honest. I definitely, as they say in the world of dating, you could do better. Which is such a shitty thing to say. Especially when you don't know people. I had somebody say that to a girlfriend of mine. Not that they were wrong. And I'm not trying to down myself. I'm not saying that I wasn't a good boyfriend. I was a good boyfriend. I felt like I was anyway. I think the problem I had was when I was younger. I don't know, older too. A little less so when I got older. Was that I was, and I'm a support character, not a main character. I'm a supporting character. When it comes to a relationship, I am big on support. Now I might come up with the ideas to do stuff, but it's mostly positive reinforcement stuff. I don't have. It's not like I don't. Sorry. It's not like I don't have a lot of original thought. I do. But it's like I kind of feel like I've been kind of like the silent support or verbal and maybe a little financial support for several people that I've been with. And not saying that I am the reason why they got where they are. They put in the legwork. But I know that I've been the emotional support when people have been down. I have constantly been like going to see, make sure they were okay. And the thing is that you can't just go and say that you're putting all your time in for them. Like I don't get anything out of it. I do. But I've always kind of felt like I put in a lot of time and effort to make sure that they were happy with me, that they were happy with everything going on. You know, I can't change their minds about how they feel about school or family or other friends that they know or state of the nation or whatever, but I can at least try to be there, take them to dinner, make them not have to worry about that next meal. You know, let's go see a movie. Let's get out of your rut. You know, and it's not necessarily spoiling. Sometimes it's like just go to a place and get something to eat some chips and dip and have a drink. You know, sometimes it was chips and dips and have a drink. Sometimes it was just drive around and talk. And like I said, they did the legwork. They did their stuff, you know. They got to where they are by their own, you know, actions. But they had support. And made sure that they were okay, that they were, you know, could bounce ideas off me. You know, no judgment. You know, well, maybe judgment, depending on what it was. You know, because that's what they were asking me about, was my opinion. But yeah, and I think I was more keen to make them happy, even if it didn't make me happy. You know, so when I heard this from one of my exes, that one of her coworkers was saying I could do better, especially after this chick had been engaged and then got dumped by her man. She was telling me, after I think maybe a month of being single and she was back in the dating scene or whatever, she was telling my now ex that she could do so much better. As I said, not a lie. Not a very hot. I've had some very attractive, smart exes. I think some of the ones that I've been with, whatever, because of being an ex, has mostly been because of just situation. Some of them have just been habitual cheaters that I didn't think would do that to me. And some people that just can't handle, like, they don't want to be alone. They can't handle long distance because, you know, they can't be with you. They want to be with you, but for some reason they have to do long distance for a certain point of time. They suddenly get this weird problem with their legs where they're walking around and all of a sudden they just fall down on a dick. And that's mean. That is mean. Fuck them. But and the thing is that there've been other people that I've dated, and there's always, I'm sure that out in the world, there's always some guy or some girl who is more ideal than the partner that you're with. But that's one of the reasons why the whole dating scene now just scares the shit out of me. You get on these dating apps that are basically just hookup apps. And not even that, sometimes they're just eating apps. Hey, I'm going to go out and have a meal with this guy. And the guy or girl pays for it or whatever. Or they do Dutch or whatever. A lot of times it's the guy who pays, from what I hear anyway. I can't get on those apps. It just bothers me. Yeah, like I'm going to get swiped on. But anyway, there's the whole concept of that. It's just like one night stands or talking to somebody, getting to know them, and flirting, and, you know, and saying shit that you really shouldn't say to somebody until you really get to know them, like really spend time with them in person. And then next thing you know, ghosted. Poof. Not saying a damn word to. Then like 8 months later, message him up and go, hey, what's going on? Want to grab something to eat? because they got a girlfriend or a boyfriend and they got dumped, or they dumped that person. It's, I don't know, it's very, very, very scary. I don't like the dating scene. I realized that when I was younger, it was in high school, it was always high school dating. You know, the people were there. You know, you'd see them every day, which kind of became an issue when it came to, you know, your exes. But yeah, so dumb. So dumb. I don't know. I was teaching this 14-year-old Japanese, and every single time I saw her, she had to talk about her boyfriend. And it was a different boyfriend every single time. Like once a week, once every 2 weeks. And I was just like, do you not understand the meaning of the word? And the thing is that, like, I'm seeing the one girl talk about all these boyfriends, but I'm also like, there's a lot of boys out there who are going through girlfriends the same way. You know? So it's just like, the fuck? Ugh. But anyway, when I go eat somewhere with somebody, have a great time. You know, everything's cool. And then, like, you set up another time to go grab something to eat, and then poof, person disappears. Or, you know, hey, maybe you're into each other, you talk for a while, you know, you get a couple meals together, and all of a sudden one day you're like, you know, you get takeout and Netflix, you know what I'm saying? And after that, you think things are great. You don't do the walk of shame. You do the strut of success, as it were. And yeah, nothing. You never hear from them again. So I don't know. Like I said, this shit kind of scares shit out of me. Because it's like, I can't. And yet we're watching, like, TikToks and Reels and YouTube channels of these attractive people, or people that we find attractive, and we would be like, oh man, I'll date her or him or whatever. And these people have boyfriends or girlfriends. They just don't tell you about them. And it's not like they're there for you to meet them in person and get to know them and have a relationship with them. It's that parasocial thing. You're just watching them. This is like a zoo, except they actually perform versus, you know, just sit there and eat and throw their poo. Which, no, it's kind of the same thing, really. But anyway, this is why I'm still single. So yeah, the mango has a good flavor. I mean, it has the mango flavor, but that carbonation background is just, it just kind of ruins everything for it, you know? And actually, I'm just not, as I said, I'm just not a mango fan. I'm going to go ahead and give this a 2 and a 4. No, that's not fair. And a 1 and a 3. It's okay on the, it's definitely less attractive than the raspberry from yesterday, or the day before, or whatever. But I wouldn't drink this if I could again. I mean, it's not horrible, but, like, I would rather drink something else, to be honest. I could do better. That's what I was going to talk about. Man, Well, no, it's like a person who doesn't know somebody. Like that particular girl was getting out, and she was dating, she was messing around, she was having fun, and I think she wanted a buddy, and that's why she said that in certain aspects. But that girlfriend I had at the time was very attractive, and I found my inner green monster because of her. I hated that. And when I finally came to the point where I was at the end of that relationship, I realized that I didn't want to be in a relationship again where I felt that way. Where I had that fear but anger at the same time, because that was so much anger at the end. It was volatile. It was neutered in emails and fuck you, blah blah blah. But like so much vitriol and an inability to really express it, because you just knew that they were the wrong one in the wrong, and there was nothing you could do about it. And you couldn't say your piece, so you just typed it out angrily, like some social justice warrior. But I don't know, difficult. World can't be fun all the time, But that girl did not know me, did not know my ex very well, I think. And honestly, I don't think that if you're a cheater, you're always a cheater. That's always going to be an option, whether lesser or greater. Ugh. So that good. Anyway, as always, I am Sir Drinkslot, and I am wishing you health, wealth, and love. Plenty of time you got to enjoy it all, down to the last drop. And yeah, sit and spin on my relationship advice or anything. Catch you later.